Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, Germany, if you would know what the guys in charge of you have in store for you. And it doesn't sound very well for you at all. But hey, you voted for it, right? Let me show you. So here is what these guys are getting ready for you, and they're saying it out loud, my German friends. Here it is. Germany ready to support Ukraine for next decade. Decade is 10 years. Got that? So this comes from Russia Today. And we're going to have this guy right here. Look at this guy. Whew. I'm going to share with you a cultural thing that I, at least, it's used in Romania. It's a Romanian, how should I put it, saying. It is, beauty of the soul could be seen in people's face. So a good person supposedly could be seen by the appearance of the face. If the face is ugly, that's how Romanian wisdom dictates, that person has an ugly soul, something like that, along that line. Well, this guy is a general. He has to be courageous, he has to be intelligent, he has to be, very well read, and so on. Well, look at his face. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so this is the German Brigadier General Christian Freuding. Oh, I had Fräulein. Fräulein? No, Freuding. Frau. I'm sorry, Frau. Frau. Freuding. Anyway, sounds like a Frau or Fräuling. Germany, but he reminds me of someone. Let me just make it bigger. And maybe that is going to remind you. Look at his face, because I'm going to put someone else on the screen right now. Ready, set, go. Who this? Can you remember who this is? Who this? Again, Ponk, Paronk. Obviously, it's not the same person, but don't you think they could be called brothers or cousins or, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, look at these guys. Pum, 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 pum. Now, this guy right here is the chief of the Russian kind of a security guard, National Guard of Russia. So this supposedly has in charge about, he's in charge of about 200,000 SA, like the guys had in the 30s, SA, of Putin, supposedly. So this guy, I've been talking about if he gets in charge of Russia, what do you think would happen? So anyway, let's go back to this courageous, strong guy. So this guy says, Germany is not daunted by the prospect. They talk in the name of Germany. All these guys, they represent Germany. And when they talk, it's like, we talk in the name of Germany. Hold on, buddy. You have about 20% approval rating, your government. So whatever weasel you see over there in Germany, talking in the name of the Germans, yes, on the paper, yeah, but in reality, no. So Germany is not daunted by the prospect of a protracted conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and will back Kiev for the next decade, Brigadier General Christian Fräulein has said. He added that Berlin is seeking to ensure that Ukraine retakes all the territory within its 1991 borders. Because you, Germany, are what? Are who? Who are you exactly? Are you the referee? The judge? Prosecutor? Who are you? You're just on the country. Now, you can have your own destiny. That's correct. That's correct. But don't get ahead of your skis, okay? Don't, put a little medal right here on your chest of, how should I put it, virtuosity, because you don't have it. Take it easy. Take it easy. First, you make sure you get rid of the about 70,000 occupying troops on your territory. Then maybe we can talk. And then maybe you get the nuclear weapons, which I think are still located on your territory, and they're not yours. right? And maybe you go and write your fucking constitution yourselves without asking for the other guys to revise it, okay, and review it. And then maybe you would have some, how should I put it, authority. Since then, you're just a servant. So close your mouth. If you don't like that, change the condition. That is the reality. That is the reality. Everything I said is true. Occupation forces are on your territory. Since you lost the Second World War, they occupied your countries and never left. They're occupying occupation forces. Second, you wrote your constitution and the Americans reviewed it and revised it for you. Correct? Correct. You don't have many things that Americans have in their constitution. Why? They didn't allow you to have it. Do you still have nuclear weapons on your territory? Now you tell me what the hell which you cannot even look at, let alone touch. So what did I say wrong? What did I say that's not true? Now all these three things, I didn't mention one, I mentioned three. All these things for a normal person like me and you, say we lumped together here, so okay, would sound like you are not your own boss. You're not in charge of your destiny. So shut up. First, clean up your backyard, wash your dirty underwear, clean your room, okay? Go and brush your teeth, and then you come and talk. Until then, you have no credibility and no authority. Besides, these guys talk in the name of the Deutsche Volk, German people. And they're not. They're not. You got 10 more years. Then what? What if the Russians, one day, Putin wakes up with a hard on and say, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to just send a missile to Germany. What do you think the Americans are going to do? We're going to use you as an experiment, fighting the Russians on your territory, with you. Why? Is that what you want? Where is your Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream pipeline? They fucked it up for you. What did you do? Not even that. So, okay, we're going to fight. We're going to make sure that Ukraine retakes all its territory within. Take your own territory first. How about that? You start with that, Germany. Take back your country first. And throw away that guilt that these guys pushed in your head since 1945. Take it out. Conditioned to be guilty of something people nowadays in Germany were not responsible of. All right? Appearing at the Yalta European Strategy on Sunday, Froilan was asked whether Germany was prepared to support Ukraine if the hostilities with Russia ended up becoming a long war. Now, these guys who ask the questions, you just want to make sure that they expose these guys. So it's like a vow, a public vow, pledge. I pledge allegiance to Nicolae Ceausescu, the greatest leader of Romania and the Communist Party. And that's how you are supposed to do sometimes in that country, okay? Publicly. And you have to pledge allegiance. Why? So they can use that. Hey, what did you say? They want to make sure that you embarrass yourself, or at least you pledge in front of everybody else to see something that you cannot turn back and say, you know what? I think we should negotiate with Russia. Bing, the video clip. Hey, is that you over there saying that? Yeah, what changed? What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to do the same thing as you did in this war. And say, oh, I'm sorry. You got 80-some million people, my German friends. That's your population, 80-some, 82 or something. You got a lot of strength because you have diversity. So, my friends, you're in deep shit. All right? There's just to open your mouth and pretend you're tough. You buy weapons from Israel. You can't do it yourself? Are you crazy? I mentioned Israel because that was the easiest example to see how you got. Anyway, nothing wrong with that. If they would buy from Romania, it would be stupid as well. You cannot. Hey, Deutschland, Krupp. Remember what Krupp is? Messerschmitt, Mercedes, Daimler, whatever. BMW, tralala. To mention just the easy names. Fräulein, let me put this so you can see his... Fräulein went on to claim that, and I'm quoting, we've got the support of our parliament for our military support for our Ukrainian friends up to year 2032. I don't see the... Anyway, man, it's beyond. We are ready to, and we are ready, and we are prepared to give long-term support, and we are ready to make time our ally, and not time become Putin's ally. Well, my friends, do you realize, my German friends, my Deutsche Freunds, you realize that you screw yourselves? Look at the alternative. Not the scenario these guys are painting. If you turn back, you don't have to look at scenarios. I can create scenarios based on no evidence, like these guys create evidence. If you don't stop Putin over there, he's gonna take over all Europe. This is a scenario. It's not close to reality whatsoever. It's like I would say, no, there's a counter argument, counter scenario, as I always use it. No, that's not true, because when the Russians are going to try to do exactly that what you say, Jesus Christ will have his second coming and will stop that. Now, my argument is so realistic and logical as yours, mofos. Okay? So again, think about that, Germany. Get rid of those three things. Do all those three things for me, and then I will listen to you like you're a serious country with serious leaders. Okay? Until then, off. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Not to you, my German friends, not to you. But someone elected those guys. The same as these guys elected those guys. And look how they are. They're diving like the soccer goalies. Every week when Biden is out of the leash for 15 minutes a day, he jumps, he thinks, oh, what's over there? Boom, jumps over. Or, oh, and we got what? The other one, McConnell. And then we got Feinstein. Where's Feinstein? And we got what? Pelosi. These are the leaders of our freaking country. I don't have to go low with other politicians like Fetterman from Pennsylvania, another one that doesn't, poor guy, but that has a medical condition. Stay home. Stay home. Okay? You don't have to be a senator. No, you don't have to be pushed to be a senator. Pennsylvania did not have any other better normal option. They had this guy who got a stroke and barely can, we don't even know if he's thinking right. He doesn't speak right, that's fine. Did I say speak right? Anyway. Persons here, we exclude the persons in the conversation, okay? Please, this is just, and then you got this guy here that looks like the Russian one, his cousin. He inspires a lot of trust and strength and courage, that general over there. Now, I'm going to make fun of him a little bit about him. Okay, on him. Look at his freaking shoulders. Do you think that guy ever worked out or something like that? Look at those shoulders. And that's the uniform that stays like this, wide. Excuse me. Look how that uniform is. It's like this narrow. He's a general. How in the fuck you passed all those tests? Did you crawl like a fucking worm? Send him here. Send him here. Jesus Christ. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.